Farm. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle & Company, Corpus. A relatively quiet day as December corn futures traded both sides of $6.70 in a narrow range, closing down a penny for the day. Deferred corn futures fractionally higher. The bean market was up 2 to 4 cents, while KC wheat lost 9. The Dow was getting hammered early, currently down nearly 500 points. Crude oil was down 50 cents by the barrel at $79.50. The corn futures market is in equilibrium between the financial fears, inflation, global recession, and a lack of demand for raw materials and harvest pressure, and a lack of farmer selling across the Midwest, along with the threat of little or no corn and wheat exports out of the Ukraine. USDA reported new export sales for the past week of 20.1 million bushels, the majority to Mexico, and 36.8 million bushels of beans, mostly the communist Chinese, and to the Mexicans. One cargo of U.S. milo was reported sold to an unknown destination, most likely the communist Chinese. Currently, the U.S. has 10.9 million bushels of unshipped milo on the books, compared to 88 million bushels last year at this time, only 12.4% of last year's total export commitments. Corpus Christi's public elevator is closed until Monday. Cargill, Houston, and the Andersons are open for trucks this week, 7 to 3. Neighbor, for help marketing your grains, 361-852-5207. Tuttle & Company Corp. We're on the line with Jody Fry from Producers in Cargyle, San Angelo. Jody, how'd we sell cattle?
Well, it was on a lower market, but we had more cattle this week. We had 1,100 head total today compared to last week's sale. Calling these calves mostly $3 to $5 lower. Several consignments today included some small groups of unweaned calves, and they sure sold on the lower side. Slaughter cows and bulls, they were also lower, calling them $1 to $3 lower. Limited number of bred cows and some cow-calf pairs continue to sell about steady. Better steers weighing 400 to 600 pounds from 140 all the way up to a high of near 195, mostly from 150 to 180. Better quality heifer calves 400 to 600 pounds from 130 up to a high of near 170, mostly 140 to 155. Slaughter cows averaged to high yielding from 60 to 76. Still had some of the highest yielding slaughter cows from 78 to a high of 86. Thinner or lower yielding type cows, not as many of those today, but they traded from 36 to 56. Slaughter bulls averaged to high yielding from 80 to 96. Did have several of the highest yielding slaughter bulls from 97 to a high of 107. Cow-calf pairs, baby tooth, and good solid mouth pairs, had a few groups of those traded anywhere from 1,000 to a high of 1,350.
What are you expecting for next week, Jody Fry?
I'm looking for more sheep and goats on Tuesday. 2 weeks ago we had 8,000, and last week we had 6,000. But Denny knows of a set of hair ewes that should be pretty decent aged. If they're, like I said, the age should be 4 and 5 year old ewes, should still have some life left to them. And I know another tentative consignment of hair sheep ewes coming. So I'm going to say at least 6,000 to 7,000 head on Tuesday, and probably back around that 1,000 head of cattle on Thursday.
Jody Fry, Producers in Cargyle, San Angelo. Tell everybody how to contact.
You bet. Any of us at the office, that would be 325-653-3371. My mobile phone's 234-7895.
Neighbor, let's take a look at the meat movement from yesterday. Pork cutout value closed mostly lower. The national pork carcass value down $1.97 in the afternoon report at $98.80. Bellies fell $16.38. Estimated slaughter 1.972 million head for the week. That's down 2,000 head week to week, but up 42,000 from the same week last year. Let's take a look at the beef side of the equation. Box prices $147 lower on the choice at $246.08. $57 stronger on the select, though, at $219.78. Estimated slaughter week to date 507,000 head. That's down 2,000 from last week, but it's still 30,000 head above the same week last year. As we look toward the bulk of the northern trade, 144 to 145. Thursday's cash trade mostly light, 143 to 147. Neighbor, there's your meat moves for Thursday. We're on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, how did the San Saba sale turn out?
You bet, Larry. We ended up a lot more cattle than I thought we would. We ended up 1,746 head of cattle today. I thought overall the market this whole week was definitely softer. I think mainly due to the health issues on a lot of the calves are having right now. We've got these really cool nights in the 50s, highs in the 90s now. And at those warmer days like that and those cool nights, they definitely affect the health on a lot of these cattle. We're seeing a lot more sickness in them. Also, the wheat field grazing in areas of Texas and Oklahoma. They're really needing the rain. Everybody talks they've got some of it planted or they're planting it, and but we got to have some rain to get it up so they can have confidence that they can buy these calves and have a place to go with them instead of going to the feed yard, which is a whole different cost to gain there. And overall, looking at it, I thought the stocker steers and heifers were probably $8 to $12 lower, with some of the lighter, really lightweight cattle and maybe fleshier calves up to $15 lower. I thought the bigger cattle, feeder steers, were probably $5 to $10 lower. Except we did have really good demand on the true yearling cattle. Packer cows were probably $2 to $4 lower, and bulls are right at $2 lower. Pairs and bred cows overall sold steady, Larry.
Good. What are we anticipating for Mason Monday?
I think we'll have probably around 700 head, kind of like we've been running, and then we'll follow up next Thursday with a big stocker feeder sale. And we've got a lot of people consigned to that. A lot of wean cattle also will be there too, Larry, next Thursday.
Well, tell everybody how to contact you, Ken Jordan.
You bet, Larry. Give us a call, Larry. Go 325-372-5159. And also you can go to our website, our early offerings for that stocker feeder sale next Thursday on the 6th of October. Go to jordan@cattle.com, Larry.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You bet. Thank you.
Neighbor, this portion of Down on the Farm is brought to you by PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, pipemovers.com. The location in High. Call Keno at 830-868-0200. That's PMI High. We are on the line with Kenny Mingus from Milam County Livestock Auction, Cameron, Texas, getting ready for the Friday sale. Kenny, it's 7:15 on Thursday evening. What's it looking like?
Well, it looks pretty good, Larry. We're tagging on a little over 1,200 right now, so I guess we'll tag up probably to 1,300 a night or so, 1,250 for sure. And just put out that we're going to have 14 to 1,600. I don't think 14 is going to be a problem, and we might have a few more in 16. Just depends on what they do in the morning.
Right.
You know, cow-wise, probably around 300. Got one little sellout of cows, Larry, some little black cows. All come from one man. It's just an estate sale, so a good little set of those cows. Be bred to Brangus bulls. Most of them have some calves aside that we palpated back even. So good set of those cows that'll work for anybody.
What time do you start, Kenny?
We start at 11 with the Packer cows, and then we'll go right into the pairs and then the bred cows and follow up with the yearlings after that.
We all have a good sale. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You bet. Catch us here at the office Monday through Wednesday at 254-697-6697. Follow us on our webpage at MilamCountyLivestockAuction.com or catch us on Facebook.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Neighbor, did you know that the Millworks division at MG Building Materials is a great place to look when you want to upgrade your home? That division carries a full line of wood, aluminum, and vinyl windows. What a great upgrade. We've got vinyl windows in our house down here on the bay, and they sure are pretty from the inside and out. The possibilities for those upgrades are endless with the help of MG and their 5 locations. They've got one in San Antonio, got one in Corpus, got one in Uvalde, got one in Kerrville, and they have one in Pleasanton. That's MG Building Materials. We are on the line with Leroy Kruger. Leroy, how is the bull business?
Oh, Larry, it's picking up a little bit. We've had a lot of calls. We got in that load of those big Hereford bulls came in this week. Had bulls are 2.5 years old. They're really a nice set. They're good, solid shape. They're not greasy fat, but I mean, they're heavy boned and just, I mean, really a good set of bulls. I'm going to try to put some up on the Facebook page and then let people take a look, you know. And we're testing Charolais bulls and Angus bulls up there, and they'll have another main probably coming. And we got some of those older Charolais bulls here in the Hereford or two and a few Angus, and got some of those club calf composite bulls here, some semi-main Angus and main Angus bulls. So got a little bit of variety, and you know, it's getting close to that fall time, so people are starting to think. A lot of them are thinking about going in and getting some. The home packer market's pretty good, so they're going to tap out a few of their old ones and pick up some fresh ones and get them acclimated through the winter. So,
all right. Well, Leroy, tell everybody how to contact you.
You catch me on the mobile at 830-570-0660.
All right. Tell all the family hello. Y'all be careful.
I'll do that. You bet. Thank you, Larry.
I'm Larry Marble from Down on the Farm. We're at the kitchen table, and our guest today is Stephen from D&D, and you're bringing us some Preferred information, aren't you?
Yes, sir, Larry. So the boss ordered one too many truckloads of stuff from Preferred this morning, and I'm going to go ahead and offer 10% off all Preferred panels and squeeze chutes exclusively to Down on the Farm listeners while supplies last.
Down on the Farm listeners, you need to get in on this action. How much percentage?
10%.
get on down to D&D right now. Stephen, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You can reach me at 830-379-7340, and I'm at extension 160.
And now I'm on the line with the new owner of Karnes City Auction LLC, Joshua Garcia. Josh, thanks for being down on the farm. Talk to us about yourself and what you're going to do with the place.
Yes, sir, Mr. Larry. Tell you what, it's a great honor and a privilege and a true blessing for the man upstairs to be able to provide service to the people of the surrounding counties with professionalism from being their auctioneer to now being their sale barn owner and their auctioneer. Appreciate the Tilkeys for their opportunity, and we hope to do good and just thank every customer we see with a handshake and a smile is all we can ask, all we can do.
Now, this Saturday is the very first sale. What have you got under the barn so far, and what will you be picking up?
Well, Mr. Larry, right now under the barn, I got about 30 or 40 head right now as we speak. I know it's only Thursday night, and tell you what, this conditions, you starting to see that grass turn a little bit of a different color right now, but got a few loads tomorrow. Supposed to be people calling in the morning, gonna let me know where I need to go and stuff like that. We plan on picking up a few more tomorrow and have to have them ready by sale time Saturday. We start sheep and goats at 10:30 and start the cattle sale at 12 o'clock noon.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Joshua.
Well, you can reach me at my mobile at 361-649-4578, or you can catch us here at the office at 830-780-3382.
Neighbor, let's talk about PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, San Antonio, High, Hondo, Kerrville, Robstown, Jourdanton, and Laredo. Contact the Hondo store at 830-426-2912. That's 830-426-2912. Remember, that's PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, pipemovers.com. We are on the line with Rodney Butler from Beeville Livestock. Rodney, how's the sale shaping up?
We got some good calves to sell tomorrow. We're tagging on about 2.5 with only about 13, 15 cows, not very many cows, no pairs and no palpates. So we're going to have good calf sale tomorrow. We got some good black calves, several good pins of black calves up there. So mostly black cattle that we'll sell tomorrow, sir.
All right. What's the condition on them like?
Oh, they're good. They're big cattle. They're fleshy. So they kept them in good shape, but they're probably weighing that 5.5 to 650. Sir, in the range.
All right. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for the Friday sale in Beeville.
Yeah, we start at 11 o'clock tomorrow, and you can call me at 361-358-1727, or call me on my mobile, 645-5002.
All right. Get rid of that cough, and we'll talk to you on Sunday evening.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
I'm down on the farm's Larry Marble. We're here at the kitchen table with Stephen from D&D. Stephen, I understand you've got great things going on in your ropes and roping department.
Yes, sir. So, Larry, we carry Preferred, Shoot Help, and WW roping equipment, and we have way too much here. All of your listeners get a 10% off special on roping chute, lead-ups, and arena panels while supplies last.
Down on the farm, listeners, while supplies last, you get the discount. Give Stephen a call. Stephen, tell everybody how to get a hold of you at D&D.
Just give me a shout at 830-379-7340, extension 160.
We are on the line with Klein Spear from Southwest Livestock Exchange, Uvalde. Klein, how did the cattle sale?
Went pretty well. We had 437 head a day. We only had about 30 cows and bulls a day, kind of light pickings there. A couple dollars cheaper on them for sure, probably 4 to 5, pretty easy on them. And calves and yearlings, pretty good run there. Quality wasn't quite as deep as last week. Kind of felt like they were 5 to 7 cheaper on some areas, and those plainer cattle maybe 10, just kind of realigning here for the October, and everybody kind of getting back in the groove here. Those number one choice steers, $1.45, $1.65, and the lightweights, $1.60 to $1.97. Those number one choice heifers, $1.20 to $1.55, and the lightweights, $1.45 to $1.80. Crossbred steers, $1.45 to $1.65, and the lightweights, $1.60 to $1.85. Crossbred heifers, $1.15 to $1.50. Lightweights, $1.45 to $1.70. Couple stocker cows a day, 75 to 90 on them. Packer bulls, 87 to 95. Breaker cows were 68 to 79. Those cutters and canners, 40 to 58. And the Shelly cows, 25 to 35. Had one pair again this this week, 650, and the bread cows were 650 to 850. So overall, still a really good market here, and kind of looking for some rain to help us along the way here.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you next week for sheep and goats on Tuesday, cattle Thursday.
Call us the office, 830-278-5621, or my cell phone, 830-591-3241.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Larry.
Neighbor, let's take a short look at the grains courtesy of John Tuggle, Corpus Christi, Texas. Milo in September, 1356. Progresso, 1374. Yellow corn to Corpus in September, 839.5. Progresso, 869. Hard red winter wheat to Houston, 1086 3/4. Houston beans, 1395. Texas cotton, 84.91 to 87.41. But neighbor, we sold zero, zip, nada. I'm Larry Marble. Good Friday to you. Grand weekend. Good day.